Young Kobe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anything Can Happen Podcast, episode 60. I am your host, Captain of the Crew, Straw Hat Squirrel. With me today.
Yeah, it's Young Goof, baby. What's happening? I can't put up a 6-0, so that's why you see me confused. I was like, wait up. Oh. Haha.
Got it. Remember, people, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you haven't, tell a friend, tell a friend. What's up, Goofy? How's it been being the only co-host that I have for the past few pods?
Yeah.
So, since you guys don't know, Butter's just picking up extra shifts at work with the broken hand, and Manimal's stuck in the office.
Hey, I'm telling you, he's the office man.
Yeah, go drop it down in the comments, stuck in the office.
Office Depot man.
Yeah. But what's up, Goof? How's your week been? Anything going on?
What did I do? Trying to think. Didn't do much, to be honest. I just had a funeral to go to earlier this week. That's about it.
Sorry to hear about that, brother. So I just got a random question that just came to my mind like I want to say like 2-3 days ago when I was taking a shower.
So you're thinking about me when you're in the shower?
I wasn't thinking about you necessarily. It was just a question I felt like asking you guys on the pod. What is the duration life for a loofah? How long does a loofah last?
I've never had one.
You never had a loofah?
No.
What do you use? A rag?
My hand.
Your hand?
I'm part white.
That
Explains
is
it.
wild. You use your hand. So you have a liquid soap and just... How much do you use?
I've lived with like women my whole life, so I also have like this like scrub thing. So I use a little bit of the like liquid soap, and I use a little bit of the scrub.
What's scrub thing?
It's like makes your skin all soft.
An exfoliator?
I don't know. It has like little rocks and beads.
I believe it's called an exfoliator.
I don't know. It says scrub in the thing.
Probably says exfoliator too.
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
I believe so. It's probably just too big a word for you.
I know that word.
But you mean you don't use a loofah? Not even like a little. I
No.
know Manscaped or Hims have like some kind of.
I don't have a Manscaped.
That's criminal. There goes my whole talk about that now.
I go straight clipper fade.
You don't have a loofah.
No.
You don't know what I'm referring to though, right?
Yeah.
You don't have one.
No.
You've never had one.
No.
Why?
I was never raised having one.
So I want y'all to drop down in the comments. What's the duration life for a loofah?
I don't know, because I feel like that's constantly wet. And yes, it does get dry, but I probably say, so like a toothbrush, I believe, is like 4 to 6 months. So
I think it's 3 to 4.
and then I would go 3 months for the loofah.
Okay, sounds about right then. Cause
I go 3 months.
yeah, because you know on the toothbrush they have this little thing with the bristles turning a different color now. That's how you know. It's about time. Yeah, I think it's the Oral-B ones that have that.
Oh.
But for the loofah, you know they start out like a little ball fro, like a little fro, like a little ball.
Yeah, they're like fluffy.
Yeah. Mine's expanded. And I've been noticing the past few days mine expanded a lot. It went from being like a tiny ball to like the things just getting...
I thought they're supposed to look like that though.
I know, but like mine's pretty bad.
Have you seen the loofahs that are like, I don't know, they're like yellow? They actually look like a sponge. It's kind of like circle-ish. No?
Do it again? No, I've never seen those kind of loofahs.
My grandma used to have one of those. It's like, I feel like it's an older style loofah.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Nah, I think they made like some kind of Manscaped one they use now. It's like some kind of little piece of plastic or rubber.
I need to get me a Manscaped.
I need to get me one of those because these loofahs are not lasting me more than a month, maybe 2.
Where you be putting these things?
I get clean. I scrub a dub. All right, but I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just because the loofahs aren't durable enough.
I don't know. I never had one.
Yeah, that's even weirder. But that's kind of what my week consisted of, just thinking about this loofah thing.
It's a weird question to be on your mind.
I mean, it's been on my mind for the past 4 days.
Why?
I thought about saving it for the pod. I thought it'd be more interesting if I had like Butters or Manimal here to talk about it too, because they probably have loofahs.
I don't know. I just never was raised on it.
How do you? I think that's even weirder than my loofah only lasting a month or two.
None of my brothers did. We were never raised on having loofah.
So if you call Ray right now, he don't have a loofah.
I don't think so.
I look, you want to test this theory?
I don't think so. We never had one growing up in the household.
I'm like,
unless they magically just pulled it out of nowhere when they showered, but I'd never seen one in the shower or in like any of the drawers or anything.
So you get like a hand scoop of soap?
No. Like,
how do you measure this?
Like that much? Like
a quarter size?
Like a blob? No, a little, just like, like a little bit more than I would say hand sanitizer, I guess. Like that,
Every time, and that's enough for your whole body.
Yeah, it makes soap. Soap makes like suds, and it's like expands.
It makes soap.
It makes soap. You touch the water, it makes soap, and then you're able to cover your whole body.
Brother, what? I don't know. I think that's more often what the fuck I thought.
I don't know. Soap makes soap.
Soap makes suds.
Soap makes soap.
Soap makes suds.
Soap makes soap.
You're mixing soap with soap.
Soap with water. Soap.
Soap plus water equals soap.
Soap.
That's crazy work. I don't think there's been anything else besides, I think, didn't Love Island just end?
I've been seeing things about it.
Yeah, I think Love Island had just ended like this last week or this last Saturday. And I'm not a big fan of watching, but my lady is, so I kind of got into it because it's a lot of drama and a lot of dumb stuff. And I came across another post because I noticed it too. My lady noticed it too during the show. These producers do not give a fuck about the health of these contestants.
Have you ever seen any type of show like this? They never do. Ever. That's the whole point of the show, is to see their mental breakdown and see them be the wild person that they are, not the person they portray on the TV.
I'm not even talking about that, bro. All right, so skipping to the end, the winners were this girl named Maya, who sounds like a 40-year-old smoker, and this light-skinned dude named Bryce. Whatever. Happy them. They don't want them to win. Blah, 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 blah. There's this person on the show who's contestant. I think it was he looks like a Hollister model. I think it was a Hollister model. His name was Nick. I want to say that halfway through this season, he was developing a crazy cold sore on his lip. And
why is that a cold sore?
That's what I'm saying. And every challenge, every other day was everybody, all the guys kissing the girls, all the girls kissing the guys, and Nick was still macking on a lot of these women. And I seen a video that came out that said this possibly could have been a small herpes outbreak, but the producers didn't want to do nothing about the health of their contestants because their show would plummet. So that's why I guess this last season you'll see this man Nick with a cold sore every other episode. Cold sore. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't want you to go on these shows anymore, Goofy.
I never did.
Yeah, you see here, I was looking into it, and I had our friend George help me out with looking into getting you on a Love Island casting or some kind of love show casting. It's definitely gonna be a Love Is Blind. Gonna put you behind a bubble. Ain't no physical contact. You ain't coming home with nothing.
No physical contact.
Yeah, you'll be.
That's the one where they're in the rooms, right? They're like different rooms.
Yeah, they don't get to see each other either.
Yeah. Okay. You've seen me watch that on the first season.
Yeah, I've walked in you watching that plenty of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be good on that show now. I don't think I want you on Love Island. They were in like the Bahamas. They were in Vegas. That shit comes back.
I'd be pretty scared if it was Vegas.
Oh my God, I wouldn't let you. You quarantined for months. Months. That's wild work. How can I do Vegas? It's called Love Island. Oh, well, casting from Vegas.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll let that shit slide. They gotta start running tests. You gotta start coming with some doctor's tests to these auditions. Because if that man did walk up in there with that, producers, you're wild. I feel like the whole audience can sue for being traumatized. If that's what I thought it was.
I mean, the contestants can sue because that's a disease that you're knowingly having and giving it to people.
But you figure the producers would have asked for something like that. They would ask.
I mean, you can get tests back in like a couple days. So like the producers not wanting to get that done is like pretty wild.
So I feel like that should be like a Mando thing for them, right? Right?
Yeah. Over there. Go.
I don't know, man. I think that's pretty awkward. So I got maybe 2 or 3 pieces of news. I'll start with the first one real quick. Congratulations to Taz and Priscilla on baby number 2.
Congratulations to my friends.
They're having a little baby girl. I want to bet that day. I bet it was going to be a girl. I won the whole $60. All right. On to another little piece of news I have. A Japanese election is coming up, so I think we're going to be missing a lot of anime shows next week. Since this Gachikuta is not going to pop out because of it lands on election day, so we're not going to have that episode next week.
Kind of like this show. It's pretty cool.
Oh yes. We're talking about episode 2 today, right? Yeah. Another piece of news I got 2 more. I got one more after this one.
I only got one.
One Piece episode 1136 is the highest rated episode of 2025 on IMDb with a 9.9.
Nobody cares.
And let me tell you right now, this is probably one of my favorite episodes of all One Piece. My favorite backstory of all One Piece. Most fucked backstory.
They still have backstories in past episode 1000.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters, brother. And this is for a character we've seen before, but we never really got his whole story. We never knew nothing about him because he was what they called a warlord at the time when the show started, and those are there's only 7 of those. So he was one of the top dogs, but he got transformed from. He was a certain race, and they transformed him into a big cyborg. It was crazy. It's crazy.
So he turned into cyborg.
With no will of his own, though.
Oh, never mind.
So the backstory.
So he just turned to a robot. Cyborg is part human.
Well, he was cyborg. He was cyborg for a while till after his 2-year mark. So this whole thing, the whole reason why he became a cyborg and part of the warlords, is because he was known as Kuma the Tyrant, and his daughter developed an illness that was incurable, and she'd only last 5 more years. So she'd be from 5 to 10. She'd die before her 10th birthday. He struck a deal with the world government to work with their scientists that would help cure her disease. But in turn, what they wanted from him was his will and to use his body as these cyborgs or robots, slaves. It's a fucked backstory because it shows the whole backstory shows him growing from a kid, having 4 years of life, being free with his mom and dad, and then at 4 years old, these celestial beings come from up top down below, just to get him and his father and his mom because of his father's blood. So their bloodline is a crazy ass race that's known to be strong and to have strong ass wills. They're connected to Joy Boy, which is the sun god. And at 4 years old, this man's turned into a slave. And it pretty much shows him fighting through his whole life to get to where he was. And at the very end, his last 2 years of life, what he was trying to spend having his daughter get better. Well, which she does. But the deal the government also made, after she gets better, she gets to go back, but we keep an eye on her for another year while you finish up your treatments here and your surgeries to become a full cyborg for us.
That's crazy.
So all he can do was write her letters, but the person in charge of her wouldn't even give it to her. Got you.
Hurry up.
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We got dogs fighting. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Goof. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like to cry a lot when I watch my shows. I try not to cry ever when I watch these shows, but I was trying so hard not to cry. I caught myself making an ugly ass face, and I let the tears fly. I was like, "Fuck." Great episode. Great episode. If you don't have a heart, you won't feel anything that episode.
I don't have a heart.
You probably don't.
I never knew my father.
He's a demonic being.
But it's. I mean, I guess this is kind of news, but not really news because it's not really a thing, but kind of is a thing.
If it's a thing, it's a thing. So
DandaDan technically has a collab with Bose headphones. But they don't have a collab with Bose headphones. It's just the box.
It's the packaging.
It's just the box. It has the colorways of like their personality traits, but they don't have the colorways of it in the headphones, and they don't have anything sponsoring DandaDan on the headphones. It's
the packaging.
Just the packaging when you get it.
That's when collectors go and save the box.
Pretty much.
Would you cop?
No, I don't like. I would rather get just Beats headphones at that point because I don't. Those are the only headphones I like that are like that.
I copped the other Apple headphones. I've seen that they do. But
that only works with Apple.
It's okay. A lot of my products are only Apple.
What if I want to get a Samsung?
Maybe Samsung will bringing back the flip phones.
The flip phones.
Yeah.
Phones.
Able to hang up with authority. But last little piece of news I have, I don't know if you know this yet, but James Gunn's launching $1 billion lawsuit against the White House and Donald Trump.
That's right.
So they use an unauthorized image of Donald Trump as Superman in the White House. So they're getting sued for $1 billion.
That's pretty
from
funny.
James Gunn himself.
It's pretty funny.
Any chance you get, you got to get the motherfuckers up top. But I thought that was fucking hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
The picture, not the lawsuit. But then the lawsuit showed up. I was like, damn. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing at the picture.
Yeah, that picture is crazy.
Is that supposed to be when he gets shot and he's all...
Honestly, I don't even know. That's just him rising up, I guess, maybe. But that's all I got news-wise. You got anything else?
He really did turn into All for One.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Donald Trump is All for One.
That was about it. I just had that Bose. I mean, yeah, it's
Bose.
not really news, but like...
It's news.
Yeah.
But all right.
Packaging.
So we got 4 episodes to talk about this week. We're going to have 5 next week. Or maybe no, maybe not even 5 next week because Kaiju's coming back.
Oh yeah,
but I
can't wait.
Gachikuta is going to be on a break because of the election. I can't
wait because I honestly thought it was gonna the last episode for it, like the event thingy, whatever.
Oh, the special.
Yeah, it's like I thought it was gonna give like a little insight onto like what's gonna happen in season 2, and then or what happened after season season 1. When it showed that the what is it, Chimera's number 7 or number 9? Kaiju number 9. I don't know why I say Chimera.
You been watching Hunter x Hunter?
No. I still haven't even finished Black Clover.
I know you still 21 episodes behind.
I've only probably finished like 4 episodes since.
Oh my god. We already started Full Metal at my work.
Yeah, no.
Actually, Severio just caught the Fire Force.
Yeah, I watch like an episode a day.
Yeah. Shout out OG. He did caught the new season of Fire Force.
Yeah.
The ending confused him.
Confused him on what?
The ending.
He's caught up all the way.
Yeah. So he's just like, what the fuck happened?
He has to wait.
Yeah, by the time now he's like, when's it coming back out? I was like 26. She's like, this is stupid. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have Kaiju next week. So we'll have Kaiju, DandaDan, Dr.Stone, and Sakamoto. I think they're only skipping the animes that come out Sunday that week.
I'm glad Sakamoto is also back.
Oh, bro, this episode was gas.
It was dope.
All right. What do you want to start with this week? We can start with any of those four. So we got Sakamoto, DandaDan, Dr.Stone, and Gachikuta.
Let's go with Dr. Stone.
All right. So you have you're doing Dr. Stone. You got the notes on that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is Dr. Stone. What episode? 14?
I don't know. I just keep track from like.
Yeah, it's Dr. Stone
After.
season 4, episode 14.
I just go from after the break.
All right. Good.
Pretty much, it starts off where it left off from the last episode, and they're sailing the sea. They're on their way to South America to find the pinpoint of the I can't even say it right
Petrification.
now.
Pythagorean theorem.
Hold up.
The
Tapatilo.
hippopotamus.
All right, now I can speak.
All right. We're on the way to what?
The Pythagorean theorem. To the petrification beam. And it's somewhere in the middle of South America, like somewhere along the Amazon River. And so they're trying to get away from the Stanley because his boat is a whole lot faster than theirs because they have an actual engine that runs on fuel rather than what they say. Theirs runs on wood.
Theirs is a charcoal one. Yeah.
Yeah, wood, charcoal, same difference. You know, you need it to burn.
Yeah.
So every so often they have to stop and get some wood. Then you have Big Dumb Muscle Brain. What does he call him? What is his nickname for him? Trying to figure his nickname. Big Oaf.
Oh, the Big Oaf.
The Big
You're
Oaf.
talking about Taiju, right?
Yeah, but I like calling him the Big Oaf.
Yeah, the Big Oaf.
The Big Oaf it's nighttime already. He's out here working as hard as he can.
Still chopping that wood.
Chopping it all down. He goes for the biggest tree. I was like, dude, there's a bunch of smaller ones. He's going the longest route, getting the biggest tree.
A lot of wood.
A lot of wood. One wood. And so Dr. Stone realizes this. He's like, hey, it's nighttime. If he don't get food, he's going to be too tired to do anything. Everyone seconds that and is like, all right, let's go take him some food. Then little watermelon girl comes through and she's like,
Suika.
I call her little watermelon girl because I
You don't know any of their names, do you?
No, I go description, but I love her watermelon dome. She reminds me of your girlfriend. She should be here for Sakame. They just cut out a watermelon and put some fucking glass.
Yeah, she be the watermelon dude from Ed and Eddie.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Continue. We already got Plank.
And then she comes through. She's like, "Hey, you big oaf, got your food."
So I got something tasty for you.
It proceeds to hand him the food. As he hands him the food, they notice this big thing glowing in the sky. It's not anything glowing. It's words. Not just any word. It says hell. I'd be shitting bricks. Why is it nighttime and it says hell in the middle of the sky?
He had the right reaction.
I was shitting bricks.
First thing you got to do is grab your snacks and then Suika and dip.
He said, and you, yo,
Yep.
takes off.
Full panic.
And so as they get back to Dr. Stone and the whole gang, then they start to realize that's not words in the sky. Someone's actually putting what looks to be like kites with paint. It's glow in the dark so people can see it at nighttime. And as they get to the source, they see this little cocoon like rope thing. I swear to God, I thought it was gonna go from Dr. Stone to Demon Slayer. You know that part where the spider lady comes out of
I was thinking the guy that comes out the pot.
Bro, I was just tripping. Like I was like, yo, what is coming out of this? Because you just see 4 arms and an orange ball coming out of this little cocoon thing. Turns out it's a teen scientist not just any teen scientist, one of the best geological teen scientists around that used to be with Zeno before the I can't speak right now. I got cotton mouth.
Petrification.
Yes, I can't speak.
I got you. Just point at me and I'll say it.
And so after that, he realized who it is, but not before little watermelon head lady realizes she has the fuzzies. I thought she was just an old lady, like looking, creeping around. No, she has the fuzzies. She's giving her one of these faces.
No, I laughed so hard when she made the same face.
Oh yeah, she takes it off. She's
Suika's like, I know that face. Squinting to see. They had a little standoff.
And she throws her the helmet glasses, puts it on, the watermelon, and then she realizes, I could see. Then that's when they realize, all right, she needs some glasses. So what do? Start doing the stuff assist to make some glasses.
Does Suika have to keep the watermelon on, or can't she just have regular glasses now?
She can have regular glasses, but that's her thing.
Okay. I was wondering about that. Because they made this girl a fresh pair of glasses. Nice.
That's the shit.
Yeah, nice, thin.
No, they look
thin
like thick
frames.
lenses.
Well, I mean, thin frames.
Yeah, thin frames.
But Suika's mobbing with a whole helmet.
Yeah.
Think she wears it to sleep?
I mean, that helped, but that's her mobile. That's how she gets around. And boop, when she starts rolling.
So why didn't the other lady keep her forms of transportation?
I don't think it was a form of transportation. I think it was a form of clothes because remember, she got revived from the petrification and then she was naked.
Good point.
So then she grabbed a pumpkin and said, just some holes here, just some holes here. I don't know. I think these were pockets. I don't know. I honestly was sus about the holes in the front.
If she had material to make kites, she couldn't make a quick little skirt, quick little cover up on the top.
I don't think.
I just thought about that.
I don't think she has the knowledge of sewing because that also takes knowledge.
I think I think she built the sail.
Well, with the sail, you got to get. Well, she had to find that material. I don't know what she made it out of.
Her kites.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, she just said she got paper, right? She got paper, and then she just, like, started drawing.
I thought the kites were some kind of, like, cloth. My bad.
No, she said that she just, like, got some paper, and then she seen the minerals in the floor that she knew that were able to make these properties melted down would make it glow at night. So she painted it, and that's why it didn't fully say help. It said hell. She didn't have enough paint, and she didn't have the eyesight to realize she didn't have enough paint and didn't finish the letter. So that's why I said hell and not help when they pulled up.
The L's were like that, right?
Yeah, no, see, that's what made me confused too, because I was like, that, she probably messed it up because that and that don't make sense.
I think she probably put the P upside down then, right?
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
You had to put it upside down and backwards. No, just upside down. Never mind.
Yeah, just upside down.
Just upside down.
Yeah, come on. The Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
I have water now.
Yeah. But I don't know. I figured you can find some kind of clothing somewhere. The caveman did it. Kill an animal.
They definitely killed an animal, but they tied a string to another string and just wrapped it around.
She had the string.
She definitely had a string. But after that, they're like, all right, made you your glasses. You're going to come on board with us. You're going to sail the seas. You're going to help us find our quickest way to South America, to the pinpoint location we have to go, because we can't physically go through the Amazon forest, because I don't know if you know, it's one of the deadliest forests in the world, and it's not accessible by car whatsoever. You cannot drive through for a good amount of it. And so they realize they got to go all the way around, which is like another 3 to 6 months or so in that boat. So they figured out a way to get through the forest. I honestly thought they were going to go through the Panama Canal, go around the other way, and be kind of smart about it. But no, they want to build some motorcycles.
I want to build some motorcycles too then.
Do you know what the Panama Canal is? You can just go around. You don't have to go through a forest and die.
I don't know what it is.
It's a canal that pretty much links the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean, so you can get across. It was made for trading, so it can be done faster, so people don't have to go around South America.
It's like a small canal then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like...
The only thing I can think of whether I didn't want to go that way or didn't remember that, it was because of, like, you know the whole story of Pangea, how everything was all joined together? Pangea?
I know Pangea, but what does that have to do with the Panama Canal? This is way after Pangea.
Yeah, this is way after the U.S., the world was how it was before they died, so shit moves around. It was going to be moving around the whole time. So I'm not sure if that got bigger, got smaller.
The canal is now man-made. It's not actually...
The earth moves. Earthquakes, the fault lines and shit. The Pythagorean theorem. Photosynthesis.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm right on that.
No.
Yes, because how long were they stoned for?
30,000 years.
30,000 years?
3.
It
was like 3,700 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like that. They'll give enough time for Pangea to move around a little more. Maybe. They could have just closed up the canal, closed shop. You said it was man-made. Nobody was around for like 3,000 years to work on that shit.
Yeah, but they have people who are smart enough to work on it and a person who can work on it.
For 3,000 years, no one was there.
They have someone who can do it and they have the tools to do it. That's why I was thinking they can do it.
Were they there for 3,000 years? They don't have time for that, Goofy.
But they don't.
They got a Stanley on their back.
They didn't. Okay, so I didn't know that prior that this man had a UAV system. I didn't know this.
Yeah, this fool got a fucking advanced UAV.
I didn't know this until 5 minutes after. So as they make the plan to go through the jungle, they're making their motorcycles, and then the teenage geographist is amazed that they're doing all this. They have the brilliantest minds ever, because who the fuck has the opportunity to make motorcycles and shit?
Zeno's a cat.
Yeah,
he's like, you should join my side. We'll take over the search. She's like, nah, fuck that.
She's like, you're evil and you take people's stuff. You're not a good guy. You're evil.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, if they're having a hard time getting material, where are they going to find the metal to get for this motorcycle?
That's what I was thinking too.
They had a hard time. They made everything they made out of so far that's moving is out of wood. So where are they gonna get that? Like we've seen they were in actual motorcycles. Where are they gonna get the material for
They're
this?
probably not gonna be actually all metal. They're gonna be mostly wood. Cause I think their car is mostly wood too, wood and paper.
No, it was wood. That's why I'm saying, where did they get the material for this?
It's gonna be wood. Don't expect these motorcycles to look anything pretty. They're probably gonna be like. I don't think they're gonna be motorcycles. Probably be like ATVs or three-wheelers.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't believe they'll have enough trust for these guys to just drive the two wheels. Especially some of these guys gotta have at least 3. But they're on the search for rubber.
Yeah, that too is what I'm confused. What is I can't even speak right now. What does rubber consist of?
Plastic.
But what materials do you need to make plastic?
Do I look like Senku?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm confused. Like, what?
Do I look like Dr. X?
Where are they getting these materials from? I am confused.
The Earth, bro. Pythagorean theorem. Pangea. Come on.
Makes no sense.
It's all science. It makes sense.
They didn't even explain it. They didn't. They just brought up like stuff that was made from rubber in like a picture, and I was like, okay, explain how you can get it, because you can't get any of that stuff.
Now they're gonna find like they're gonna find the rocks or some shit that comes from that. I don't know.
Rubber comes from rocks.
I don't know, some kind of material, maybe some kind of leaves. What the fuck do you think it comes from, huh? The fuck you think rubber comes from? I'm gonna Google this shit. What the fuck you think rubber comes from?
If I had to take a wild gander at this warlock, I'd probably say silk. I don't know why, but I'm probably gonna say silk. You know,
I don't know, man.
that comes from spiders. You know, so I'm just thinking like you can make a will out of silk. What would you put like the main component, or you just put because it's gonna come up with everything?
Natural rubber.
I'll show you a natural rubber.
Polymer of the organic
I
compound.
don't know what polymer is.
It keeps showing me trees, so I'm thinking rubber comes from certain kind of trees, motherfucker.
I don't know.
Yeah. Silk. That's even stupider than my fucking rock answer.
No, rock is way dumber.
You said rubber comes from a spider, motherfucker. You said rubber comes out from a spider. Where does rubber come from? It's got... Nah, fuck. No. Let me see. It keeps showing natural rubber. Latex, cotton, whatever.
Oh, it does come from trees.
Yeah, I think my answer was closer to a fucking spider.
Nah, mine's nature.
I said rocks and leaves and shit. Tree was in the middle.
No.
You said a spider. You said silk, motherfucker. Silk.
Silk is a natural protein.
Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, they're on the quest for rubber, and Chrome feels like he's got competition now as a scout. Right? Is that how this episode went?
So after that, they devise their plan of making these motorcycles, and then that's when they get hit with the UAV from Stanley, and they realize they're on their ass, and there's nothing they can do because their boat is more powerful than theirs, and they can only do so much. So they make another pit stop, trying to get more material, and as they get more material, that's when the teen geologist is like, "Hey,
Pumpkin Girl,
this is stupid. We can't do anything about this, and I've spent all this time making my kites." Bing, ding, ding, ding. Idea, Mr. Captain Man. Ha ha! He says, "That's perfect. Actually, let's head back to the boat." And what does he do? He puts the big old flag thing in front of the boat, so it takes it as a sail. Now it's technically a sailboat, but not really a sailboat because sailboats are straight up. And this method and what it does, it only works with smaller ships. So it will take the ship and take from the wind current and make it go substantially faster than the speed it would really go at its normal rate.
That should trip me out too. It was like a big fat triangle, huh? And then the only way that would work, they had enough manpower. Luckily, they brought the Groots. They brought what's his name, Taiju.
I don't know the lady purple. Yeah, I don't know any of the names.
I forgot their names. I remember Big O, Taiju, and then Tsukasa.
Mikasa.
No, Tsukasa.
Mikasa.
Tsukasa. And then I forgot the girl's name.
Pink hair lady.
No, not. Oh yeah, pink. There's pink hair lady, and then the blonde one too. Kohaku.
Blonde strong lady.
I think it's Kohaku. Yeah, it's Kohaku because they be running from her a lot. But now they got their boat speeding away way faster than theirs. Is that where it ends?
Yeah, it's where it ends because that's when they have the top military man who knows how to work the advanced UAV.
The sonar guy, and the girl's like, "Yeah, you freaking nerd."
It's fucked up.
That's what she said.
It's especially that's like what he's known for.
And she's probably known to be in the field.
Hey, I'm letting you know where these people are so you could be in the field and not get fucked up.
Yeah.
Without me, you're dead.
That is true. But I give this episode honestly,
give it like an 8.
I was gonna say 8. It was a good ep. We learned what they're up to now. We got a new character on the crew. Is Stanley a good guy or a bad guy still?
I feel like honestly, I can't give my opinion.
Oh, you fucking spoiler. Yeah. You spoiling bastard.
Bro, I pissed myself off.
I'm
way farther than what the fuck we're at right now.
Damn. How much did you read?
I read like 2 pages.
Oh, you're crazy. That's a lot of panels. All right. Next up, let's do Gachikuta Ep.2. So the episode starts out with Rudo as a young kid holding the hand of Recto, which was his foster father or his foster parent, whatever you want to call him. And he's just thinking about how it's odd how everybody's obsessed with filth. What the fuck did you say? What the fuck did he just say?
I tried to say that low and I realized I was still picking up on the mic. I was like, damn it.
That caught me off guard. All right. So Rudo's holding Recto's hand and he's thinking how it's odd how everybody in the town, they're obsessed with filth, criminals, and others like containment units. But they're so concerned about it until everything gets sent to the pit, then everybody just forgets about it. And that's the beginning of the episode where he's holding his dude's hand, and then all the townsfolk are just talking shit like, "Oh, he's a criminal. Don't even try to think about how they think we can't do it. Like they're a disease or something, or they're just like contaminated." I thought it was mad weird too because they're from the same place. They probably just got thrown in the pit for some petty reasons because, as we've seen, the guys dressed in the clean white stuff, they seem petty as hell.
Huh.
Then, the opening of the show kicks off, the intro. Did you watch it? What'd you think?
I don't like the song.
I just thought it was metal as fuck.
Yeah, I don't like the song.
Yeah. Like, they're really going for some screamo rock shit with this. Dead ass. I can go fuck up a Target aisle to this song.
It's fucked up for the Target workers.
All right. So after being dropped down in the pit, Rudo's on the run from these giant living trash monsters.
There's 3.
There's more than 3, but there's 3. He's getting pressed by 3 of them. He's solo trios right now. I'm feared for the boy.
No gun.
But after falling down a trash hill, Rudo realizes the air down there is like knives in his lungs, so it makes it hard for him to breathe. You gotta lend him your chicken mask.
I already have glass in my lungs. Why the fuck I gotta give him my chicken mask?
Because he can't breathe.
I can't breathe either.
He needs one of your chicken. He needs your chicken mask ventilator.
I already got a disadvantage.
So you admit it's a chicken mask?
No, it's a dragon.
It's a chicken.
It's a dragon.
I want you to bring that shit out one of these days. I want to show people.
It's a purple dragon.
It's a chicken, people.
Such a purple dragon.
But after he realizes that he needs to find a place to hide, he's looking around, arguing with himself about not letting this pit kill him. He's on the verge of losing hope of finding any place to hide and starts throwing up blood. That's how bad it is down there. Seeing an image of Recto.
This is my purple dragon. Sorry.
That don't look like that at all, bro. While lying in a pile of garbage, he sees an image of Recto, and he finds the determination to get up, but he finds a piece of trash which seems to be glowing in his eyes. And he uses that steel pipe to easily smack away one of these living trash monsters.
Tell me why I thought he was going to get like some crazy superpowers or like...
Right then and there, I thought he was going to get some crazy ass powers, right? But he's explaining his plan now. He wants to get back to the top and make everybody pay for what they done to him, how they treated him. But the first person he wants to get back at is the masked man that killed Recto. He wants to make that food pay. I think our main character is a crash out this in the show. He's gonna be, but he has a valid reason for crashing out, does he not?
So does the Grinch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are there a lot of shows where our main characters are crash out though?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Valid.
Huh?
Batman.
No, but like the shows we watch. Are there any of the shows the guys are like actually a crash out?
Arrow.
I want my time back from that show.
It's a good show.
I want my time back.
It's a great show.
No, I want my time back.
It's a great show. I've watched it like 3 times. Can actually watch like 3 times.
You should want all your time back.
It's a great show.
I want my time back.
I want my time back from all the other shows I watched off of that.
I want time back from Flash too.
Oh, I only watched 1 season.
Yeah, I watched like 4. I want my time back from the last 2. But from afar, there's this masked man with a gas mask on and an umbrella watching Rudo fight these trash monsters through binoculars. Bro's getting a whole show, but without the snacks.
You think you want snacks in the trash area? I don't think I want snacks.
I mean, if you're used to living in down there, I mean, you'd probably be able to eat wherever. But I guess she's not from that part. So after throwing his pole through one of the shoulders of these trash monsters, Rudo gets smacked. But he ends up picking up an old street light. How strong is this kid? He picks up an old street light and uses that to slash through one of these trash monsters.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh my God, we're gonna.
Okay. My saying behind this is because when I used to do when I used to work at a welding spot when I was 18, I sometimes would have to use a forklift and sometimes I would not have to use a forklift because it would be getting taken, and I would have to pick up like these bars of metal that were 20 feet long and walk it over to the conveyor belt to cut. 20 feet long by myself.
How thick were these pieces?
Anywhere between an eighth to 2 inches, 3 inches thick. 20 feet.
This was a street light, Goofy.
How long you think a street light is?
How thick you think a street light is?
I don't know. Let's cut one down.
I think they're thicker than 2 inches.
Just like that thick.
A street light.
They're not solid, nigga. They're not solid.
Still, a street light.
They're not solid.
I want to Google this now, bro. How heavy is a street light?
They're not solid. They're hollow because they have to have like wires and other components so all that stuff can fit. That's just like a metal wraparound so nothing else can go through it like easily.
So you don't think that one of the trash has all the other shit in there? You think it's just hollow? Guess. Go ahead, fucking guess.
100 pounds.
Try 600.
I could deadlift that.
I hate you so much. I hate you. So as he cuts this guy down, he's still there coughing up blood, and then he gets third-partied again by the third one. So he dodges out the way of that one. And then he's stuck in an Oreo situation. Another one pulls up, and he's in the middle of two. What would you do in that sitch? You're the cream, and there's two cookies on the way to get you.
You're saying I'm the man between the lemon and the lime?
Yeah.
Sprite style?
Yep.
Sumo wrestler?
Yep. What do you do?
Throw some dirt.
WWGD. What would Goofy do? I think I said that right.
I can't say my real answer.
Okay, whatever. So as these two living trash monsters are charging Rudy, he's still coughing up blood sitting there. His hands touch this piece of, is it a roof? A wooden roof?
I thought it was like, I thought it was like a rusted part of a car or something. I don't even know what it was.
Well, he grabs this rusted piece of metal and he feels like a charge through his hands. We see it as a black lightning or a black and red charge. He grabs this piece of metal and slices through one of these beasts' heads and clearly cuts through another one, making them explode.
That's what I was confused about. Why do these things explode?
Fuck if I know.
What the fuck are these things? I thought they were made out of trash.
So as soon as he cuts those down, they start forming into a giant trashzilla.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed as fuck. You guys can't die and team up. That's against regulations and rules.
You're supposed to die.
So after barely dodging one of the Trashzilla's stomps, Rudo ends up at the feet of this masked man with an umbrella. And he begins to ask this man questions. A lot of questions. But this masked man picks up Rudo by his hoodie and kicks him far as fuck.
I thought they were gonna run the ones after that.
I would have definitely tried to run the ones after that. Got to deal with Trashzilla first. But as he gets kicked away, homie's walking up past Rudo aggressively and angrily puts a gas mask on him so he can breathe properly. Are you a friend or a foe? I need to know now. Because you just picked me up, kicked me, and now gave me a gas mask so I can breathe. I don't know if I gotta fight you now.
Fair ones.
At least.
So I see it as I can breathe. I gotta get my get backs, then we can run fair ones.
So Rudo began to thank the man, but asking him hella questions, and the guy just signals, zip it. Keep your mouth shut. But Rudo, still in shock and in unknown territories, repeatedly asking questions, loud as hell, angrily, wants to know the answers, and then pisses off this man to the point where he starts yelling his explanations. So he goes on to explain that this is an area created by the Sarites, which are Rudo's people from up top in the city. And the only reason this place is created like this is because they keep dropping their trash on them. And this masked man didn't want to deal with the trash monsters here because they stink and they're really aggressive. He knows this. And the whole reason he's trying to tell him to keep quiet is because these trash beasts react to sound. So as one pulls up on them, this man imbues his umbrella with some kind of gold-like aura or yellow-like aura, turning his regular basic trash-ass umbrella into this crazy-ass Mortal Kombat-looking ass weapon.
Yeah, and I noticed that too when they were fighting, and at a certain point they stop, and it looks like they're looking for him. When he's like a coup distance away, the monsters are like looking around for him, and then he like makes a noise or starts running away again, and then they start rushing after him one more time. So I kind of noticed that one before they kind of explained it.
Honestly, I didn't, so you're smart for that one. But after he imbues the umbrella, he's able to grow blades throughout the whole top of it, able to spin this shit rapidly as fuck to cut through damn near anything.
I thought it was a blick at first.
That would have been sick as fuck too. And it's also able to grow into a giant spear-like umbrella, right?
Yeah.
That shit is wicked.
He said.
So after this man defeats Trashzilla, right? He goes up and wants to talk to Rudo more. But Rudo passes out from blood loss because he kept coughing up blood, obviously. I think it was blood loss, right? Maybe a concussion? Did he get hit in the head?
I don't know.
Most likely blood loss. But as he's passed out, he's seeing visions and remembering a time when he went home to Regto, beat up from the neighborhood kids because he had told him what Regto had told him. He said instead of hitting him, he repeated his words that if you take care of something for a long period of time, if you take special care of something for a long period of time, a soul will come to live in it.
That's pretty scary to tell someone.
Kinda, yeah.
You're telling me something's possessing this couch right now.
You got to take special care of it, though.
So you're telling me all my toys are going to come to life and they're possessed?
Probably.
That's fucked up and scary.
That is really something. He kind of really he thought it was like a myth.
No, it's supposed to be like an actual like thing so the kid can take care of his stuff. But like,
yeah, it's smart to say that. But then thinking about it down the line is like, you're gonna let a spirit take control of your stuff. An unknown spirit.
At first, because I watched this twice. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that's pretty like cool and smart to like tell your kids that he actually like appreciates the stuff he has and like cares for it, Then the second time I watched it, I got done watching a horror movie. And then I was watching this and I was like, is that what? I was like, everything's gonna be possessed. What? Huh? I was like, this makes no sense.
So after he wakes up from being passed out, he remembers that the guy introduced himself as Engine after he got done fighting Trashzilla. But he realizes Engine has him tied up in chains and is dragging him across the floor.
I thought that was hilarious.
I don't know if this guy is friend or foe now.
That's why I thought it was hilarious. I was like, what is he doing?
All Rudo wants to do is get back to the city and make everybody else pay. But Engine wants to let him know, lets him know that the city's always moving, and so it's never in the same spot ever. And, it's kind of hard to get there because it's in the sky, and they're down there. So for now, he can't get there. Big quotes on "for now." And that's all Rudo hears.
So this is what I didn't understand by that. If the trash monsters only live in a certain spot, does that mean anytime they pass over that spot is when they're gonna do the dumping? Or
I believe they're probably just constantly dumping.
But like, if they're only in a certain area and it's constantly moving and it's never in the same area twice, how does it land in the monster area for them to dump?
I think there's a lot of I think there's just more areas like that. That's probably just because he said this is one of the areas that they created.
Oh, I'm just saying.
So there's probably like a certain flight pattern from it. Like it'll go like around certain areas.
So you're saying there's someone controlling this Nimbus cloud,
this Nimbus city.
It's crazy.
Is the trolley is the shit that's attached to a line, right? And it has
a trolley.
A trolley, like a city trolley, and it just goes certain places. It's probably like that. What if it's like a trolley system, but for the city, the floating city?
But it says it's never the same place twice, so it doesn't go over the same spot twice. So they wouldn't need the same area more than once.
Oh yeah, good point. They did say that. It's just free balling then.
It's crazy.
But after Rudo keeps asking Engine all these questions about how he can get back, because you said for now, so there's got to be a way. Engine gets irritated and pissed off. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna show you what life is really like down here. He leaves him chained up on the edge of a town. And when Rudo's approached by these townspeople, they're amazed to see an actual living spherite. And they say, "Oh, we're gonna take extra care of you. Like, no, why would they leave you like this around town?" And he thinks he's gonna get some good treatment, special treatment. No. He gets locked in the back of a big truck, chained up even more. And they start force-feeding him food waste. Discriminating him because he's a spherite. Showing how the people of this town disgust and despise the spherites. Like, as they're force-feeding him, they're talking all this shit to him. Hands full of garbage going through his mouth. He takes a bite at dude's finger, lumps that motherfucker right off, and it's letting these guys know they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This food waste is delicious to Rudo because he probably don't eat that good anyway. But he continued to chew this man's finger and swallow it. How did that make you feel? Because I was a little disturbed at that. No reaction from that? He chewed this dude's finger off and continued to eat his finger.
So did Seth Rogen.
He ate the finger. Seth Rogen bit the finger off. Yeah, this dude continued to chew the finger. You hear the bone crunching.
Chewing it. Eating. Yes.
I thought that was so disturbing. He was way too quick to resort to cannibalism. But again,
it's like chicken. I'm just kidding, chat. I've never done that before in my life.
But he's letting him know, like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All they know is these labels that everybody's forced upon, and Rudo just wants to get his get back. So he begins to get angry, and he starts to glow with this red or black aura, right?
I thought he was gonna turn into the fucking Red Hulk.
I thought he was gonna turn into Shinra's transformation.
Y'all know what that looks like? I got spoiled.
He asked for it.
Stupid.
But the aura began forming. It started from his gloves, if you didn't notice that.
Yeah, no, everything's going around. It has to do with his hands, his burnt hands. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have. But I think it has something to do with his gloves, too, because he's taking really special care of those gloves.
They got a soul.
Yeah, they probably got two different souls. Like the guy from Soul Eater. But Engine is watching all this go down from afar through binoculars again. He's watching Rudo break out of this truck and use a bunch of different objects now. So after remembering what Regto told him again, take very special care of something for long enough, and a soul will live in it and appreciate everything you do for it, and it will always have your back. Rudo grabs a hold of a chain, and the chain is imbued with the same black and red aura as Rudo's gloves had, giving the chain the Ghost Rider spikes. What'd you think about that?
It's the first thing I thought of was Ghost Rider once I seen him grab a chain.
I thought that was sick. Townsfolk go into a panic. They still want to make Rudo pay for biting the bro's finger off and being a spherite. He says, knock away his object. The givers are useless without their objects. So they easily knock away his chain, which I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, you went through all that power up shit to get your shit knocked
You're
away?
that much of a weakling.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, when it happened at first, I was thinking like, okay, he's gonna have this tremendous amount of power, and I low-key thought he was gonna slaughter everyone. But when he got it knocked away, I was like, all right, maybe he doesn't know like his true power or his true form yet, or maybe it's just he's barely able to unlock this new power because he was suppressing it for so long because he was deemed weird or hated by everyone else because of what his dad did.
So I'm also thinking too, because even Engine was shocked from afar. After they knocked away his chain, they thought it was all good and clear from there because they didn't have his object. This man proceeds to grab a tire out of midair and imbue a random fucking tire with his aura, giving it spikes. And he uses this tire to smack the dog shit out of one of these townsfolk dudes. I think Rudo can imbue damn near anything with a soul. I think his gloves give him the ability to do that.
To what? Just get everything spikes?
Honestly, that's probably his power.
Spiky.
Yes, spiky metal.
Spike ball.
Spike tire, spike chain.
Spike everything.
His power's got to be something to do with spike. Because the other dude had some kind of blades and spinning ability. But before going in for that final kill shot on the dude, the townsfolk dude, he's stopped by Engine. Engine proceeds to tell him he's proved his point. You don't got to finish this. And his eyes go from a bloodshot red back down to a cool. What would you call it? Because they were like a bloodshot, bright, glowing red, and then just calmed back down to his regular red eyes. And then all the other objects around him proceed to drop. A big fat fucking tile falls on this town dude's head, this town folks man's head. That man's definitely concussed now. If you weren't going to concuss him with that tire, he's probably got definitely brain damage now. But Engine goes on to tell Rudo, I'll tell you everything you want to know about the city, about the townsfolk, about down here. But in exchange for doing that, I want you to come work with us. You have the powers of what we call givers. You're able to give life to objects. You're going to come work with me and the cleaners. Episode ends with Rudo saying, yeah, no. He's going to go work with them, right? He's got to.
I mean, do you have to?
I would. I mean, you got nothing else to do.
Then why spend my time as a cleaner?
Because you're probably going to live better than just getting attacked by all different the townsfolk around the pit.
Hey, I can put spikes on shit. You want to fuck with me, I'll spike you. Spike you where it don't shine.
Oh. I ain't gonna lie, I really like this episode though. I'll probably give this one like a
I'll give it 9.
Maybe 9.5, I ain't gonna lie. This is a really good episode. But
I kinda like how there's like, I guess like people got status in a way. Like, oh, you're a helper, you're a giver, you're a cleaner, you're just a townsman. Like there's like different hierarchies in a way in this town or in this place of like, and I guess rejects in a way.
I believe the givers are people who's able to imbue the objects with power, and the cleaners is just an organization that's just surprised or not surprised. No, is an organization that has just has all givers in it. I think in that organization we'll probably find out there's different statuses or ranks, but for now, honestly, I think they were mad shook because he's a spherite that's able to has the powers of a giver. So I don't think that's normal in this society for them. So maybe like it is how you said his powers were just suppressed because he thought he was getting made fun of a lot up top. But once it came down here, his bloodlust got to him.
Yeah, so starts off where it started off last week.
What's it? DandaDan episode 3?
Yeah. So start off where it started off last week.
Started off where it started off.
Started off where it started off last week. And it started off where the Okaroon and Gigi had a
blue lock moment.
They definitely had a blue lock moment. Soccer ball with the souls was stuck in the middle with the extra hard kick between them. Out of nowhere, explosion. Exploded everywhere. Souls everywhere. After that, Okaroon realized he has to get Momo out of there. So he's like, all right, get on my back. Let's skedaddle. Runs and like this 360 motion all the way to the furthest house up top. Then he realizes they're still really far from the hole to get back into the actual house of Gigi. So he devises a plan to get Momo out of there, and he's going to fight Gigi, have a one-on-one battle. And he decides to get a couch, right? It's a couch?
It's like one of these.
Yeah, a little one-seater couch, have her stand on it, and he's going to kick it as hard as possible. After that, she's supposed to use her...
ghost hands.
Yeah, her ghost hands. I was going to call it something else. I forgot.
Ghost hands.
Uses her ghost hands to get up through the hole. That was the plan. It worked perfectly. Almost didn't. Gets up there, and as she gets up there, Gigi pulls up. What's happening? Let's have the ones. He's like, all right, let's have the ones. So Okaroon's running for his goddamn life the whole time. He's like not really even fighting. He throws like 3 punches this whole time. After that, he's on the run. He's dodging the soccer ball. He's dodging the kicks, dodging the punches. Gigi gets mad. He says, hey, this is not fun. This is quite annoying. So I have to lock in now. So what I'm going to do is he throws him into this like house thing, like this house trap thing.
That shit was crazy.
And he's like, you know what's funny now? Now you can't move. You're stuck in this thing and you can no longer get out.
And Okaroon's whole power shit really comes from his legs.
And so what he does after that, he steps into this house visible force field thing.
Aura house.
And
it's called Aura house.
It leaves them no room, so they can only legitly move side to side and throw a punch. So after this, Okaroon's just getting stomped out to the fullest, is getting beanked. Left, right, uppercut, left, right, left, right.
Hit with the moves,
and
the combos.
Gigi's talking his shit. He's like, you're weak. I don't know why you're helping the humans. You're a weird spirit. You shouldn't be doing this. Now, after this, I'm going to kill you. Then I'm going to go on to kill Momo. Fucked up. Talked about Momo. Realizing that, he catches his hand. Tells him, you fucked up.
No, he grabs him by the mouth.
Oh, by the mouth? My bad.
Yeah.
Grabs him by the jaw.
No, he stops in mid-sentence and says, hey, you did 3 things wrong.
You did 3 things wrong, sir. 1, you hit my love, my prized possession. You hit Momo. First thing you fucked up on. Second thing, you took possession of my homie.
Yep.
And now I got to beat him up. So he continues to fight him, hits him with this 20-piece combo about 5 to 6 times.
He gave him over 100-piece combo, separate 20 pieces.
Crazy.
Counted them out, bro.
I thought that was funny that he counted every
I thought
hit.
that I ain't gonna lie, that was my favorite scene this whole fucking episode.
And as he hit him with this 20-piece combo, he's realizing he's lifting him up every time until he hits the ceiling of this force field bubble thing. And every punch he's hitting is cracking. It's cracking more. And the last 20-piece, he hits him with it. Boom, they break out. Now, Gigi's unconscious. He's out of it. Then it moves back to Momo up top. And she doesn't know how to get him out, and she's doing everything she can.
She ripped a curtain.
Curtain, no idea why. There's no rope, grab a curtain, I guess. grabs a curtain and rips it long ways all the way across. And realizes it's not even a quarter way down the hole. So what she does is, I gotta get people's attention. How am I gonna get people's attention? I'm gonna set the house on fire.
Be a pirate, diagrenetic.
What kind of idea is that?
It worked.
I mean, it did technically, but like,
it got people there.
So she proceeds to light the house on fire by finding these magazines and going toward the stove. Starts lighting shit on fire and starts getting at the house, yelling, "Help! Help! I need fire department. I need help. I need people here now." And as she gets people over there, she has this flashback of her and Gigi talking about a worm. Doesn't really give too much info at the time. And then it goes back to them putting out the fire. And as they're putting out the fire, she's yelling at the fire department to put it on the ground. Because I forgot why she wanted it on the ground.
Because if there's too much water in the ground, the worms will suffocate.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was stupid.
So as they're doing that, then this big old earthworm comes out.
Big spitter.
Big spitter. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going a little too far ahead.
No, that's what happened.
No. Before that, Okaroon is hearing yelling, and it's Turbo Granny stuck on the floor between some goo from the worm.
Some gabagoo.
And so he's trying to get her from the gabagoo, puts down some wood. As he's proceeding to pull her out, he's like, "Don't move. The more you move, I'm losing balance. And if I lose balance, I'm going to fall in here with you, and we're both going to be stuck." She proceeds to wiggle, and they both fall in their stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. Turbo Granny is probably my favorite character. This season.
She's back though. She started cussing.
I know. That's why I was like, she's my favorite character this season for sure.
And then it goes back to the worm coming up off from the house. And as it comes from the house, then it goes back to the flashback once again with her and Gigi, and lets her know that worms in general, once they've seen sunlight, because they're mainly supposed to be in the earth, they will dry out and they will die. And it's called the worm offing. And so this process is just by them being dehydrated by the sun. And so as it pops out, it gets seen by the sun. And this specific spirit, and because it's a worm, can't be seen by sunlight. So as soon as it hits the sunlight, it starts hitting the "I'm melting, I'm melting."
The wicked witch of the west. The wicked worm of the west.
And then that's when Momo's like, "Oh, it's actually getting hurt now." She said, "Fuck this house, it's already on fire." So what she do? She grabs a firefighter truck. Fucking firefighter truck. And then throws it through the house and throws it right at the worm.
Yeah, because they try to hide in the house, right?
Yeah. Throws it right through the house, smacks the worm. The worm comes back out and is still burning up. And as it's burning up, it's turning in this like weird bubbly form.
And then Big Spitter.
Comes out. Out of nowhere, it falls, and then Big Spitter. Orange Gabagoo. And then the family of the sacrificing people come out.
I forgot their names.
Yeah, I don't know. I call them the sacrificing people.
Kyotos?
Because they be sacrificing everybody.
The Kyotos family? I know it starts with a K, but continue.
The gray people.
The gray men.
There's a woman. There's a mom.
Okay, the gray people.
The gray people.
The gray folks.
The gray folks come out the mouth. Pause. And they come and they speak to Momo like, you're dumb. You're not the smartest person for killing the worm. And she's like, "What do you mean?"
So I'm not the idiots that got swallowed.
Yeah, she's like,
I want to get swallowed.
You're the ones that died. Whoa. You're the ones that died by the worm, but you guys are alive, luckily. So what are you talking about? She's like,
they got sucked up in there.
She told them that because you killed the worm, you're going to cause a big catastrophe now. As she speaks of that, another earthquake hits. Not just any earthquake, an earthquake that's going to set off this volcano.
It's a 9.5.
It was up there. It was in the 9s, for sure. And as the earthquake's happening, the volcano is shaking and looks like it's about to erupt. It's about to blow.
It's about to bust.
And as that's going on, that's where it ends, right?
Yeah, I think it ends on a volcano erupting, right?
Yeah, but let's say, believe the volcano erupts and then it ends.
Oh, well, down there the whole time, too. Before even trying to save Turbo Granny, he was trying to pull the evil eye that's possessing Gigi's body. He was trying to pull them back up to the surface, and that's when he heard Turbo Granny yelling. So I think what's gonna happen is that Evil Eye was gonna recognize how Okarun and the yokai within him was trying to save the people. He's gonna end up becoming a good guy, obviously. But yeah, that's the episode ends. This is fucking great. I ain't gonna lie. I think anime's back now, bro.
I gave this one a 10 because it was just funny.
Yeah, we're not gonna have no boring ass shows. This one's probably 9.5 to me.
This is funny as shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great fucking season. Because this is the last show we gotta talk about now, right? So Sakamoto Days is back. Episode 12 starts out with letting us know that, a quick real recap, Sakamoto, a legendary assassin, wanted by the JAA for becoming a house parent, a house dad, becoming a shopkeep. Opening scenes show this man running down a hallway with a bunch of bodies of people in suits, a bunch of his co-workers just laying there dead. He's running away from the female serial killer, whose name is Dump. That's her code name, Dump.
I wonder if she'd be dropping him.
So as this man's running away, he does the practical scary movie trip and fall over nothing. Or he fell over a dead body, huh?
I think he fell over nothing.
Okay, he fell over nothing. She catches him. She instantly fell in love with the terror on his face. Gave him a hug, and this man got pierced through with a bunch of blood spikes. That
reminded me of the scene from X-Men 3, The Last Stand. And there's like I believe it's a hospital scene. The girl I believe she has a porcupine quirk, and she hugs one of the doctors and fucking.
Why do you call it a quirk?
Mutation.
Where the fuck did her spikes come from?
Her chest.
She has spikes in her chest?
I believe it's her whole body, but that came from her chest.
That was crazy. I didn't know that.
I believe it's like I said, the porcupine mutation.
So the next scene we get, there's an assassin setting up for his next job tomorrow when he's confronted by an intruder in his home. The assassin turns around and points a gun at this guy. Turns out this is one of our other serial killers called Apart. Apart instantly slices up this dude in several different pieces like it's a ham, and then proceeds to organize him because he has OCD. OCD so bad because when he turned to the side, he's seen that the dead man, or the man that he just killed, his manga set is missing book 7. And
I thought that was funny as shit.
He gets so upset with it, and his OCD acts up so bad, he runs to the stores and buys a brand new one to put in this dead man's set.
I thought that was hella funny. He's like, he's missing number 7. Ah!
What if it was just in his bag or something?
It's in his room.
It's probably in his room. Now you have to burn that one or buy a whole other set for that.
It's hella funny.
So after a DAP shown, it goes to another one of our serial killers. And this man is turning people into human meatballs. This killer is known as the Minimalist. He legit will squish something up until it's the size of a meatball. And he said this wasn't enough to get his fill. Leaving a trail of human meatballs, he puts his next search or next target on all the higher rank hits or assassins, going after the S ranks. And the last serial killer it shows was the one that we're talking about today, known as Saw. This man was laying in bed with a shorty, responding to the group chat, telling everybody, you guys are going too fast. I thought shorty was going to pop up and say, you're pretty fast too. But she didn't. That would have been a golden opportunity for that kind of joke. But he's responding to the group chat, telling them, you guys need to take your time with your targets, learn more about them, learn more what they do, how they work, how they function. Cuts back to Sakamoto and the gang at the shop. Wu-Tang, which was the mafia, was he a prince or just a mafia guy? Because I know Lou's a mafia, she's like a princess, right?
She's the offspring of a mafia king or mafia head person.
So, princess, whatever. So Wu-Tang entrusted Sakamoto and Shin with Lou, saying they got to look after her while he looks into Slur, which is the guy that put the hit out on Sakamoto. Slur. to learn more about these 4 serial killers that Slur hired, they go to the movies to go learn more information. They find a bunch of films that are dedicated to these 4 serial killers. Ends up costing them over 1 million yen.
I kind of like this form of getting information because I personally don't like reading.
This is honestly a great fucking form of information.
So if I have actual film on these guys, like it's like I'm doing analysis for sports.
That's great.
I'm in there.
Bro paid over 1 million yen. He was even kind of like, fuck, charge the card. So I'm not sure if they're gonna have to start taking up other jobs through the organization just to keep money flowing in.
I was about to say, how much money does Sakamoto have?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if he has that much in his retirement fund from the JAA. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. So while they're at the movies learning all this new information, the Order is on the road. They're on the highway. Again. Osagiri is the chainsaw girl. She's driving. She's talking to blonde dude about something, and when she misses the exit, and she says, "Oh shit! All right, fuck it." Puts that bitch in reverse, Terry, on the highway.
There's definitely some female driving.
Nagamo, which is Jinwoo's actor, Gigi's actor, voice actor. I love him in this show. I ain't gonna lie, he's probably my favorite character in this show besides Shin. He's like, "Oh yeah, back's all good, back's all clear. You can keep going." We're introduced to two new characters from the Order. Hyo, being a grown man with spiky hair and a metal jaw guard for some reason. He has a lot of piercings, and I believe I think I've seen him with brass knuckles on. He's probably their new brawler since Sakamoto's gone. Or I think, was he there the whole time Sakamoto was there too? Probably, but he seems like a brawler to me, like a hand-to-hand kind of combat guy. Then we're also introduced to an older man who's asleep with a katana named Takamura. I think he might be my favorite out of the Order, besides Nagamo, because I fucking love when characters have swords. So they're trying the driver and passenger are trying to explain to each other how these serial killers are different from them because they have no morals, no sense, and no brakes when it comes to killing. Just as they say that, there's a fly buzzing around in front of Takamura while he's sleeping. And without hesitation, he grabs his katana, slices through the fly, but not only the fly, the whole roof of their car came off.
Convertible.
Dropped the top and left it in the highway.
I wouldn't mind a convertible van.
They're driving a white one, huh? Okay. Because right after that, it cuts back to the movies. Sakamoto's asleep. Shin's getting all the information now, and Lou's just calling this, "Oh, it's not scary, it's just a lot of gore." Right after that scene, it cuts to Takamura training with Hisuke, which is the sniper bandit character, Hisuke. He's having him shoot his ricochet bullets at Sakamoto so he can dodge him and grab him just to get back into his top shape. Grabbing 99 out of 100, he doesn't feel like that's enough, so he tells Hisuke, let's go again one more time, since no one's around. When all of a sudden they're approached by Nagamo, disguised as Shin with his shape-shifting abilities. And Nagamo tells Sakamoto, "It doesn't matter how much training you do, if it's your time to die, it's your time to die," and tries to stab him in the neck with a knife. Sakamoto blocks it immediately. Knows it's Nagamo. Hisuke's never met Nagamo. So when he goes from Shin to Nagamo, Hisuke is like, "Oh damn, Shin, how'd you do that? You were like a whole new person." I keep forgetting this show has a lot of funny ass characters in it, because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot Hisuke is one of my favorite characters too. Just because he's dumb. He was just so happy that he gets to actually train with friends, and he knows what it's like to actually have friends now. I think Hisuke and his bird are fucking hilarious to me.
I know, he was like this, and the bird was like this. I started laughing.
So Nagamo's going to explain to him that he knows that Sakamoto knows that he knows that they're on the lookout for these 4 serial killers. he got information saying Sakamoto's looking into him too. But he's trying to let Sakamoto know the Order's going to take care of him. They're handling the business. But Sakamoto refuses. He knows that if the Order gets the killers first, they're going to kill him. When Sakamoto gets to him, he wants to be able to take them alive and ask them questions on Slur. Why he hired him and who he is. They're shook. They're both shook. To help convince Sakamoto more, he tells him he's going to let him know what his enemies think of him. Proceeds to hand him out a list of targets that has been sent out. It's a list full of the JAA assassins, Sakamoto, Liu, and Shin. First thing he tells him, yeah, you're only a B rank, Sakamoto. They don't even think you're a threat. One of Sakamoto's glasses lens crack. Next thing he tells him, he's like, oh yeah, and they think of me as S rank. I'm one of the top dogs. Other eyeglass shatters in shock. I don't know, man. Even for him being fat, retired, and like out of the game for a while. So what rank do you think Boyle was, or any of these other assassins? They got to be like C or D rank, right?
I have no idea. I don't know, because technically it hasn't been like training, so to them they're like, oh, he's no threat.
But I mean, they sent out Hard Boyle after him. They had the whole guy in the bunny suit. So all those guys got to be like D rank then.
But what they know about his other like companions and shit, it's not technically just him.
I know, but I'm talking like. So after he got shocked by that, it cuts to Liu and Shin on an errand run at a home improvement store. Shin wants to upgrade the outside of the store because he keeps finding bullet holes all around the store. Obviously, it's from Hisuke and Sakamoto's training, but he don't know that. Liu gets distracted by cats. Shin's trying to get her back on track, but there's cats. So she doesn't want nothing to do with the errand runs right now. She's trying to pet the cats. Shin's kind of shook because he feels like they're weighing down Sakamoto every time they get into a fight. They're not strong enough to really help out. And I can kind of understand where they're coming from with that, because it's really all it's been that past season. Sakamoto to the rescue at the very end, or then getting help from somebody else at the very end. It's never really a 1v1 with them and the bad guy, right? Because I think last season
he fought the horse guy.
Sakamoto did. But I'm talking like with Shin and the other guys, because Shin had to get saved by Hisuke last season from the invisible guy. And Liu has to be drunk. So, while getting distracted by the cats, Shin's trying to get back on track when one of the worker ladies walks up with a dog. She says, hey, do you want to pet this dog? He says, no, I hate dogs. I don't want to. Again, you sure you don't want to pet this dog? He locks eyes with his dog and immediately starts petting that dog and playing with the dog. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been just as distracted as Shin. I fucking love dogs. There's a whole pin full of dogs right there. I would have been playing with all the dogs. And all of a sudden, Liu wants to start getting on track, and she's trying to get him undistracted from the dogs. She's like, "Oh, 5 more minutes, it's okay, all right?" Then all the animals in the whole store start barking and hissing at some random guy. Turns out this is Saw dressed as a regular shopper. Saw's explaining how these dumb animals shouldn't be hissing or growling or barking at something they think is potentially more dangerous than them. The correct thing they should do is to tuck their tail and run. While saying all this, he reaches into a big fat fucking duffel bag and pulls out an axe.
That's what I don't understand. This man's name is Saul, but he has an axe.
What I don't understand is why the fuck y'all let him reach in his bag giving a whole fucking dialogue. He's giving this crazy ass dialogue, menacing ass dialogue. You guys letting him reach in a Duffy? Nope. So this man pulls out an axe. Shin is able to read his mind in time, and they're able to dodge out the way, right? He's letting him, and then Saw begins to let them know their rank, their status. He says Lou from the Mafia, C rank. Then he says Shin, the clairvoyant, you're only D rank. Now Shin's shook. Shin's pissed. He feels like he's no better than a drunk. So now he's crying upset about the whole situation when Lou's trying to tell him to get into gear. So he decides to crash out on this shit now. He starts rushing Saw, trying to read his mind. Does realizes he's going to go for a big chop at the midsection. Grabs a bag of dog food or kibble. Uses that to block and misdirect his axe. And then giving him the 1-2 switch in music. Saying he's going to beat Saw's ass half to death. Just for him to be unfazed by the Shawn Michaels kick. How did that make you feel?
Like, when he got kicked and wasn't phased, I was thinking, like, how strong is this character? Because we've seen Shin fight people and, like, knock them out. Or, like, hit them pretty hard. And for this guy not to get phased, I was like, oh, shit.
I was kind of upset that the Shawn Michaels kick didn't work, because usually, every time I've seen it on wrestling, it works every time. Every time someone gets knocked out from that. But he proceeds to give more dialogue, walk back to his bag, and grab a rope to tie to the end of his axe. How many times he doesn't let this man walk back to his Duffy? Because I know now, after the second time, I ain't doing shit letting him go back to that. Because after that, he started swinging that shit on the edge of with the axe and misdirecting that around signs in the store. Crazy work. So as Shin and Lou were on the run from this guy, they're looking around the home improvement store to trying to find something to use as a weapon. They passed a bunch of shovels. I would have grabbed one of those off the rip. But with this man using the hanging signs to misdirect it, one comes to slice at Shin and Lou, but he pushes Lou out the way in time, but gets a fat, nasty gash on his back. As they get up and try to recover from that, he throws his axe behind them, cracking a propane tank and making it explode. Lou, being the badass girl she is, throws them both out the way, but she takes the more brute force or impact of that explosion. After realizing that she took most of the hit, Shin thinks about how he can't let Lou die. Quick cut to Sakamoto and Hisuke, wondering why it's taking them so long at the store. Hisuke is trying to reassure Sakamoto. He's like, oh, they should be fine. He's your apprentice, right? But Sakamoto is trying to let him know that he has no real experience of putting his life on the line in a fight. And he believes no one else or no one's ever seen his true potential. Cutting back to Shin, Lou, and Saw. Saw's beating the fuck out of Shin because he's too weak to protect her. He keeps trying to read Saw's mind, but all he hears is kill, 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 kill. Because Saw goes to explain that he's fighting somebody so boring, there's nothing else to really think about besides ending them fast. As he's walking up to give Shin a final blow, he's letting Shin know, he's like, I'm going to take everything from Sakamoto. First his friends, then his family, and then I'm going to watch the face of a father as he loses after he lost everything. Something inside of Shin switches on, turns up. Blood flow starts getting to him. His eyes start to glow blue. As Saw goes to deliver the final blow to his Shin's back, Shin dodges quick as hell, somehow, some way. Even Saw shook. He's like, what the fuck happened? Shin's behind him, taking off his jacket, getting ready to really turn up. His eyes are glowing red. Saw's trying to take another swipe at him with the axe. He catches that shit like he's Sir Sakamoto. By ignoring and tuning out all the other thoughts from Saw, Shin unlocks a new ability of his. Now he's able to somewhat see someone's future. This happens in One Piece a lot. It's a new skill that people unlock after time skip. That's called observation hockey and future sight. You're able to see one person's future a few seconds ahead. Does this sound familiar in any other shows that have something like this?
I feel like there's a lot of shows like this.
Because I just thought of another one too. That dude from JJK who's able to like have you move like 24 frames like a movie. I think it's like the old man Zenin from season 2. But so now shit unlocks future sight. He's really gonna be able to turn up now. And the episode ends on Shin getting future sight. Did I miss anything?
No, but this power, he already has an advantage knowing what people are thinking. So having knowledge of what people are thinking and then what they're about to do is like a crazy, crazy advantage in any fight.
Definitely. You know what I thought of too? I was like, damn, this fool got the shotgun. And I was at work. I was like, damn, one of these fools don't. One of my coworkers hasn't watched Naruto, but he's watched Hunter x Hunter. I was like, damn, he got the Karabika eyes. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been such a good week in anime for this show. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Anime's back.
Yeah, I give this one a 10 because just like the kills and everything, then the way that the guy had like different ways of using his axe was pretty dope.
This is gonna be a great season for anime. I feel it. We get Kaiju next week too. Oh my god! But I think that's it, brother. You got anything else any last closing words?
No, my back hurts.
Okay.
These chairs suck.
Thank you guys again for joining us on episode 60. We'll see you guys next week. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push past your limits. Ugh!